start with Casey. Casey's our amazing cinematographer. The beauty he put into this was just something else. And I just like everybody, how did you get involved into this film?
Hi everybody, thank you so much for coming out and watching this film. I'm amazingly proud to be a part of, to be here. Graham and I, back in like the end of 2016, early 2017, we worked on something, and neither of us can remember how we worked on, but it was a short corporate video for the 100-year anniversary of a battery factory. So just to give you a sense of our journey as artists. And we just really loved working. I was in Baltimore at the time. I was finishing my first feature documentary as a cinematographer. When I started working with Grit, when we made that beautiful battery film. You know, when you shoot documentaries, you end up like working with a lot of different people as directors. You know, they come from often like the world of journalism, or maybe, you know, they themselves are a part of a community that they want to capture. But Graham's a filmmaker, Graham's an artist, and Graham is seeking things that I also found myself to be seeking, like even filming the delicate and sensual dance of making batteries. There was something that we both wanted. Like we constantly were talking about the thing and like finding the thing. What's the thing here? And sometimes you seek the thing without knowing what the thing is. And I just loved working with him. But anyway, we finished that, and a couple months later, I get this mad email, this wild email. Casey, oh my God, I've just been in San Francisco. I got dragged against my will to a country western event, and it was the most glorious, beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was in this giant, ornate ballroom, and hundreds of people of different like ages and ethnicities, and from all across the queer spectrum were dancing together. And you know, I think him being English also, there's something fun about country western dance, and just like the hypnotism of it. And you said, I know I want to make this film, and I know I want to make it with you. And that was an email I got in 2017, and then I was very lucky. Like that film that I was working on when we met did very well, and it gave me a few years of only shooting, like getting to shoot a lot of other really amazing, exciting documentaries. And then COVID happened, and then I wasn't doing much. And then, you know, it took a while to like find, like honestly, then I got an email at the end of 2023 saying, Casey, I don't know if you remember us talking about this years ago, but I've got an opportunity to make this film about the Sundance Stompede, and I really want you to be a part of it. And it was just something, you know, I hadn't for a time worked on a film that meant this much to me, and it was like an amazing opportunity. So I'm grateful to him, and grateful to Ingu and Dave and all of you. So that's it. Okay.
I want to know, where's the film been since we premiered it in San Francisco, and what kind of impact has it had?
So it premiered in the San Francisco Dance Film Festival in April, May, and then it's just been. Then we went back to England, and it was on in Leeds, if anybody knows England. But we had this amazing opportunity based on one of the things that's happening with the film. At San Francisco, we danced afterwards, and we made sure that people that had seen the film could dance it out, and invite new people who'd seen the film to dance. So we did it in San Francisco, and since then I've just been peddling that like a nutter. And just going, we have to show this and you have to dance. So I was really lucky and sort of tested out this journey in England, and people loved it. And I don't know, like a perspective is useful these days for everything, but you have no idea the impact it's making around the world, because I think a lot of us have so much anxiety about the world outside of these dance floors, and the film is bringing so much hope and joy and friendship and sense of community to other people around the world. And maybe I'm sure you know it, you don't need me to tell you. But it's a huge, like someone said in Leeds, it's this amazing portal to another culture that we can experience through the film. And so I'm just so grateful to be able to do that and share it. So it went to Leeds, and then I got this idea that we could carry on doing that and make it bigger and turn it into this very big embodied event where people come and it's an installation. So all that beautiful footage and more of it, which you don't see in the film, you would come into an environment and walk around it and be immersed in the experience of dancing. So that the government in England gave me a grant. It's a long process, but like in 2027, we're building a tour around England of this event. But in the meantime, it's what's happening next? It was on Atlanta just recently, and then I go back and again, there's a big organisation in Manchester. If you know Queer as Folk, that's where that starts. So they have this huge gay history. It's the second biggest gay city in England. And they love it so much they want to do the same thing. So we're having this big afternoon where there's the screening, there's the woman that runs cultural studies at the Manchester University is very interested in it. And so she's giving a talk, and it's sort of, and then we're doing dancing. But also we're uniting the Cactus Club and the Prairie Dogs in Manchester, and the new club called Red Rodeo. So it's the first time that everyone's got together for ever, I think, in England. So it's really, and then we go to Barcelona the next week, and it's launching the Barcelona Dance Film Festival, and they're doing dance as well. I mean, and that's it for now, but next year there's possibilities of more festivals and more dancing. So yeah, it's had such a big impact, and I can't let it go. So I'll make sure that it keeps on doing this thing.
You are submitting to US film festivals too, gay film festivals, those kind of things.
Yeah, sorry. So the process is that I keep on submitting it and not getting pissed off when I get rejected every now and then. But yeah, that's carrying on, and yeah, more festivals, and then in a couple of, what you have to do with films is like you do that festival thing, and then you can maybe think about approaching a streamer perhaps, and so we are going to keep on exploiting it and see if we can reach the biggest audience, because I just basically want as many people to see it as possible, and keep on sending that message out into places all around the world that don't have dance communities. But more importantly, see a community. I think that's the most important thing.
Great. Any questions from questions from the audience?
Can we buy it on a DVD?
Can it be bought on a DVD?
Oh, not yet.
Well, how much you got?
If we want to screen it or have a showing it at a hometown theater, how would we do that?
Okay, the question, so everybody knows, if you want it screened at a hometown theater or something, how would someone go about that?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that, because we have done it in Ojai, and we're gonna keep on doing it. We're gonna try and do it and reach out to you, and soon, because basically film festivals are very snobby, and they have this thing where they're like, oh, you can't show it in our town if you want to play at the festival. So I've got to go through this whole process of sort of waiting to see if they'll screen it, and then if they don't, because it's really hard work, it's really hard to get things at festivals even, and this film's 50 minutes, and that's been tricky, but I didn't want to make a short film because I knew that there was more in it. So basically, we've all made this film, and I want to share it and be able to do that, and we'll make it available, so you can, maybe even like show it at clubs if you can, if you've got that capacity, or, the community needs to see it as well, I think.
How can we get in touch with you if we want to bring it to our community?
Yeah, we've got a website, and the Last Dance Film, and through that I'm doing a little blog in that .co, lastdancefilm.co. And then I do a blog in that. There's also Instagram, I think it's the same, Last dance film or last film dance or something.
So, will you be sending a post-event email to attendees, I'm guessing? After Reno? So there'll be a post-event, and we'll put the information for the dance film on there and how you can contact the filmmakers. Yes?
I really want to commend you for the poignancy of so many of the interviews. And I also want to ask you, how did you get that?
Brilliant question.
Repeat the question, please.
So she said she commends him on the poignancy of the interviews, and how did you get to that?
Well, my dad was quite chatty, and growing up, he was always talking to people. So I think I had a knack of talking to people, and grew up in a shop as well. So that's all good. But basically, the amazing thing that happened, just because of the speed of filmmaking, that normally, if you're involved in like a bigger project, you have something called a casting director, and even on documentaries, and so you go through this process, and you would be sent. I would come here like a year in advance. You'd get sent things to audition and send in why you want to be in it. But we did it so fast that we just sort of got everybody in, and we were grabbing people off the dance floor in San Francisco, putting them in the lift and taking them upstairs to this teeny room. And it was like, right, we've got 20 minutes. Tell me what you love about it. And what happened, and again, it was so fast, and I was learning about all this, and I really wanted to make a happy film that celebrated it, and I think gay people don't get enough screen time talking about things they love. Our stories are always sort of, our stories are sort of wrapped up in trauma, and I know we know that, and we don't need to hear more of it. I think we need to hear more of what makes us sort of tick. So what happened was I was sort of holding the room, or the room was holding everybody. And so people would come in and drop a comment, and then I would sort of take it to the next person, and really everybody interviewed each other. And I was just batting questions and thoughts and feelings back to everybody as they came in, and like, oh God, someone came in yesterday and said this, what do you think about that? So I think, weirdly, without thinking about it too much, that's what happened. And that made that happen. So yeah, it was pretty unusual and unplanned, but I think the joy is we all just jumped into something and made it together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Well, Graham and Casey, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you everybody for being here, for coming with us today. We're hoping you're having a great time at the rodeo and the rodeo dance. And Chris, come on in. Final words.
Okay. Well, what I want to say is, I want to tell a little story. How I met my husband. I was living in San Diego at the time, and we both shared an extreme passion for the dance. And long story short, I walked in the door and standing there in my usual spot, and he comes by and he's dancing with someone else. And I just looked over and I saw him on the dance floor, and he saw me, and I thought to myself, who the hell is that? And after the song, he came up, tapped me on the shoulder behind me, he says, would you like to dance? And I said, yes. And so we danced for 20 years. But also thinking about how the country community, dance community has helped me survive this and helped me with my grief is astounding. And I think about the people that put on Sundance and organizations around the country like it, the importance of what that means to someone like me who has, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who suffered the loss of someone they love, but it's in that love of the community and what's given back to me from being able to participate in that community is immeasurable. And I truly thank the community and all the volunteers of Sundance, I'm sure, who have put in millions of hours of making these events happen. And I am so grateful that I can experience all those hours spent in making me feel better. And to Ingu, thank you, and thank you for starting the organization. And today, and all the other volunteers around the staff, hundreds of names. I just can't thank you all enough for the job you have so willingly done to make this community thrive. And I thank you with all my heart. So.
Again, thank you everybody for coming. Have a great rest of your weekend here at the Reno Rodeo Sundance. Have a great time.
Yay.
I know, right?
Way up in the balcony there. Amazing.